Children, good morning to all of you. My name is Bandana and I am going to teach you science subject of class 4, that is chapter 6, Journey of Food. Children, in previous video prepared by Munmun ma'am, you studied that food is very important for us to stay alive. It gives us energy and helps in the growth of our body. A large portion of our food comes from plants. The food we get from plants are food grains, pulses, oilseeds, fruits and vegetables, spices and beverages. Then you studied how food reaches to our plate. First of all, the food crops are grown by farmers in a field. To grow crops, farmers prepare their field, plough the field and sow seed into the soil. They water them regularly and also spray insecticides and pesticides to keep away insects and pests. Finally, when the crops get ready, it is harvested, then packed and sent to wholesale market. Now in this video, you will study about handling of food in details. It is very important to handle the food we eat properly. We should not let our food get spoiled or wasted. The food we eat should always be fresh. Eating fresh food keeps us healthy. Spoiled or stalled food can cause diseases or food poisoning. We can save our food from spoilage by following some simple steps. First, always keep the food covered. Second, store the food in refrigerator. And third, store dry items like pulses and rice in airtight containers. Let us learn about some more procedures of storage of food. But before studying in details, you should know the meaning of food preservation. The process of keeping food free from spoilage for a long time is called food preservation. First of all, we will discuss about dehydration. Dehydration in food processing means by which many types of food can be preserved for indefinite periods by extracting the moisture, thereby inhibiting the growth of microorganisms. Dehydration is one of the methods of food preservation and was used by prehistoric people in sun-drying seeds. Food items like crops and sometimes meat and fish are preserved by dehydration. Now, freezing. Freezing has been successfully employed for the long-term preservation of many foods. The extreme cold simply retards the growth of microorganisms and slows down the chemical changes that affect quality or cause food to spoil. Fresh vegetables, fruits, meat, fish, milk, and some other perishable food are preserved by freezing. Now, canning. Canning is a preservation method that involves placing foods in jar and similar containers and heating them to a temperature that destroys microorganisms that cause food to spoil. During this heating process, air is driven out of the jar, and as it cools, a vacuum seal is formed. Some seafoods, poultry, and dairy products are preserved by canning. Now, Tetra packing. In Tetra packing, the product and the package are sterilized separately and then combined and sealed in a sterile atmosphere. In some Tetra packets, nitrogen gas is filled in place of oxygen to avoid chances of food spoilage. Now, pasteurization. The partial sterilization of a product such as milk to make it safe for consumption and to improve its keeping quality is called pasteurization. During pasteurization, milk and fruit juices are treated with mild heat, usually to less than 100 degrees C, to eliminate pathogens and germs to avoid spoilage of food. Pasteurization reduces the risk of food poisoning. Some other methods of food preservation are salting and sweetening. Now, salting. Salting preserves food by drawing water out of the food. Bacteria present in food items die due to dehydration, and this prevents spoilage of food. Pickles are preserved by salting. Now, sweetening. Sweetening is done by adding sugar in food items. Sugar, just like salt, acts as a preservative by inhibiting the growth of bacteria. Germs cannot survive by reproducing, and food can be preserved for long time. Now I am going to discuss about the topic wastage of food. Food should not be wasted. In a country like India, where a large part of population is poor and cannot afford even one proper meal a day, we should try to minimize the wastage of food. We can avoid wastage of food by following some simple steps. Do not put excess food on your plate at home or at parties. In family, food should be cooked according to the number of people to be served, and the leftover food of parties should be given to needy people, and food should be stored properly so that it does not become stale or get spoiled.